few days ago, the sun decided to peek its head out from behind the clouds, and I thought, man, wouldn't it be nice to take the Madone out for a spin? It's too early to go for a proper ride, so I thought, hey, let's try commuting on it. First, you have to pump up the tires, obviously, and you need to do that every time. And then next, you need to put on the special shoes. Sure, you could put some flats on it and make it more convenient, but it wouldn't really be a race bike if you did that, would it? We're talking about, of course, the Madone 5.2 Pro from 2008. This is a frame that won both the Giro, the Vuelta, and the Tour de France, among a bunch of other races. I have one because I used to race a few years ago and thought, I want the fastest bike around. It's got a shorter head tube and a longer top tube than most bikes out there, and so that allows you to get into a much more aggressive fit. Sure, you could get carbon wheels and pay $15,000 for a bike, but if it doesn't really have a race fit, it's not really going to go that fast. The first thing you notice is this thing is ridiculously low. I don't even have the stem slammed, and I already feel like my chin is hanging over the front tire. You can even see it in the footage. Normally on my other bike, it's really easy to see way down the road with the camera positioned this way. On this one, no way. The next thing you notice is how fast this thing climbs. This isn't a very big climb, but I'm doing 18 miles an hour, no problem. On the other bikes, I usually sit back and do maybe 12. Then you notice the braking position. The brakes are okay, the rim brakes, but you're hanging so far over the front end of the bike that slamming on the brakes feels super unnatural. And of course, the thing bounces everywhere. The Madone is actually pretty smooth for a race bike, but with the added speed, the super stiff frame, and then of course the super hard tires, it just pings off of everything. Usually as a commuter, you have to get on the sidewalk from time to time to get from one place to another. The gearing is a little bit wonky to do this on the Madone. To feel comfortable, I need to be going at least 10 miles an hour in the lowest gear, which is a 39.28, so it feels a little bit strange coasting along. The upside is, though, you see someone go by on another bike and you want to go say hi, you can do that right now. There's not really too many people commuting around that are going to outrun this thing. I saw a guy that I sold a bike to a few months ago, and I wanted to go see how the bike was doing, so I did. And when you're going slow, of course, it decides to make sound effects. This is a real thing, I promise you. So I thought I would just walk across this muddy path because I don't normally ride the Madone and I didn't really feel like cleaning it. And since it's so shiny, I kind of like to clean it. So I thought, let's just walk across. Oh, man. The bike would have ridden across no problem. But the pedals didn't really like walking across there. The cleats got a tiny little bit of mud in them and just would not clip in. I checked them and cleaned them, even took off my shoes at one point. This took 10 full minutes. I've never seen this happen before. I was flabbergasted by how much effort it took to get clipped back into the pedals. And finally, we're off. And the best part, if you've got a long stretch on your commute, this bike is awesome. So, well, yeah, you can commute on a race bike. It's probably not the most convenient thing to do, and probably not a bike you should buy specifically for commuting. That's all, folks. We'll catch you later.